vibe, catch the vibe, get into it, yes.
Hell yeah, KB.
You can hear the crowd sing along. Everybody know my songs. Had the crowd learn to walk. Country girl, small town. 14 years dedicated. Look, ma, I finally made it. Never thought I'd ever say it, but today I live my dream. Bodyguards protecting me. Crazy fans, loud screaming, flashing lights on every scene. Autographs, lots of pictures, signs that say we love you, kitty. Superstar, my new status, fantasizing. Please don't wake me. Let me finish with this dream. Don't wake me up. Please don't let me be great. Please don't wake me. Just bought a house, 50 rooms, move my granny out the hood, pay my tithes like I should. LG, life good, expensive cars, expensive clothes. He can go to private school. Jordan, Nike, what he want, just because mommy.
See you later. Yana, ain't it bacon? Child.
Go and click on the.
Let me move this overlay. Let me see. All right, there we go, y'all.
Yes. What's up, Loc't Gang? It's another Tuesday. It's another 6 p.m. And you are locked in with your auntie.
And your girl, Big Sis Dasia.
Yeah. It was a hard and long road, but we made it. We here, y'all. We're asking everybody that is joining us, please share the feed with some friends. We want all y'all to engage in this conversation. We actually have some guests that are going to stop by during a little bit during the show or whatever. They're going to help us with this trending topic. It's been like a big thing. You look very pretty today, Dasia.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Kitten Samuels. I gotta stop disrespecting that man, huh?
It's the Kitten Samuels for me.
I can't help it. I'm ignorant. But we've been hearing all this mess, all this stuff about high value man. Dasia, what the fuck is a high value man?
You know what? According to what they're putting out there, it sounds like a high value man is supposed to be a high earning man, which I don't feel like those are the same thing because they're placing value on their earning potential. That's what it sounds like to me with everything that has been given and the things that are being said to the opposite sex when they're calling in to his station in regards to it. So it sounds like it's based on earning potential more so than anything.
Me, and maybe this is just my unpopular opinion, ladies and gentlemen, but I feel like a man stating that he's a high value man is the same and contradictive because y'all talk cash money shit to women who say I'm a good woman or women who claim to be a bad bitch, self-proclaimed independent women. Like, how? When women say things such as, I don't need no man simply because she got her own bag, she got her own house, car, you know what I'm saying? She don't feel like that. Now, I'm disclaimer, we need men, ladies. We need them. I don't know about y'all, but I need a man. But it's almost as if that bag, just as you're saying, validates them. And if that's what high value is, then I guess, baby, I guess. I mean, how do you even know that you're a high value man? There are so many self-proclaimed high value men that ain't about shit. And if it's just your pockets you depending on, sir, I'm sorry to tell you, is when what you say, quiet as it's kept.
Quiet as it's kept.
In Dasia voice, quiet as it's kept, then bitch, you ain't very valuable at all because money is not valuable. Right, you know what I'm saying? The dollar is no longer of value. I mean, come on now, y'all.
Yeah, and we already got somebody down in the comments. John say he's I'm high value, and he also said, how high is the income for high value men? Now you're the one that said that you were high value. So if you're the one that's saying that you're a high value, I want you to drop down in the comments and you explain to us what high value is supposed to mean, because I'm under the impression that it only means the man's earning potential.
And honestly, that's all I've gotten from these videos. You know, there's so much pressure on if you want a high value man. I mean, and honestly, the way the conversations go, that's what it seems like, y'all. That's what a high value man is a man that make a whole bunch of money. But I don't understand that. I really don't understand that concept. I'm confused as fuck.
You know what really trips me out about it is that it's so crazy that the men are making it seem like they're supposed to get a reward, or they're supposed to get some type of vanity title for being successful, for being what, you know, we expect that was a man to be somebody who is able to, you know, protect and provide. And you're not able to protect your family if you broke. You're not able to provide for your family if you broke. Money affords you the ability to, you know, be able to live in certain environments and everything, so that your family could be protected, for them to get the, you know, the proper health care and things like that, for them to be protected. Being protected is not only to do with like being able to come out there and physically brawl with somebody. So it sounds like these men want to get a pat on the back for doing what they're supposed to do.
You're supposed to be a protector, a provider. Like, that's what the fuck y'all supposed to do.
Exactly.
What's up, Kitten? Kitten said, are we talking about Kitten Samuels' definition? What exactly is his definition? I've never heard him define it. I've never heard him define it.
I never heard him define it. And then on top of that, and everything that he's talked about, it's about money. It's not about any type of characteristics.
No traits.
Like it's all about money.
It's always all about money. You know, and I mean, I want a man with money. I do. I do. I'm not sitting here in front for nobody. I'm not finna sit here in front like the rest of y'all. I got my own. I don't need no. I don't need his money, but I definitely want him to have some fucking money.
Exactly.
And I don't understand what's wrong with it.
Talking about
what's a whole bunch of money?
What's a whole bunch of money?
John,
See, I'm gonna need you to figure out what's the definition that you're trying to tell us that you are. Because like you trying to hit us with a question. We're trying to figure out what
we're trying to figure it out.
Hold on, I got somebody that tapped in want to get on and say,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bring them on.
Okay, let's see.
Hello, Mr. Fegans. Take yourself off of mute.
He should be.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, we have Mr. Fegans from Villa Cooler Radio with us this afternoon. Shout out to you.
He is in the house with his mask on, but I'm not mad.
I mean, it ain't like we can give you COVID.
Oh, y'all want to see my face? Here you go.
Yeah, show the women that handsome face. Some ladies are looking for.
Yeah, we just don't want you to look crazy when you come on here talking about high value and you sitting in the house with the mask on. That's all.
No. It's a very good conversation topic, and it's definitely the definition from person to person can mean something different.
Very, yeah.
But
what's your definition?
What y'all need to understand, and what I need everybody to understand that's watching this, back in September 2020, Kitten Samuels did touch on the definition of a high value man.
Okay, give it to us, baby.
Okay, and the term high value man has been around long before Kitten Samuels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And another thing that we need to understand why Kitten Samuels spoke on this is because he is a men's and corporate consultant as far as image goes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is his lane. All right. One of the first points that he makes as far as what defines a high value man, of course, is income.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the starting income for a high value man is $10,000 a month.
Mm-mm.
And that's going by Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, as far as their economy. All right. Okay. You just have to adjust it, you know, for like California, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's where we're at as far as the income. $10,000 or more a month is the starting rate for a high value man. Okay. A high value man, with that being said, Dasia, A high value man is not necessarily a personality. Okay, it's literally certain check marks that a man has to check off, that he has to obtain, the goals that he has to reach in order to become such. All right. With that being said, another trait of a high value man would be his consistency. Okay. So, for example, I could sit there and make $200,000 this year hitting a lick. You see what I'm saying? You know, shit, I don't know. I get a contract somewhere as a consultant. I make $200,000 this year. Next year, I might only make about 30. Okay. That's not a high value man. All right. So consistency is also factored into that, you know what I'm saying? Period of time. 3 to 5 years and beyond. Okay. So you have money, you have consistency. All right. Next, you would need to go on to network, because your network is your net worth. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have a network to make shit move, you're just a man with money. Your network is your net worth. All right. And some could even argue, that your network is probably more important than your money.
That's interesting.
Okay.
We're still talking about money, though.
Yeah, we haven't gotten past money,
definitely.
Yet,
I gave you the basis. I gave you the basis as far as the money is concerned. But you can have money, and you're still not a high value man.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but the parameters like around being high value, it seems like it's all contingent upon money at the end of the day. Like you can't be broke and be high value, but you can. It's like you could have money, and you have to have money to be high value, but just because you have money doesn't necessarily mean that you're high value. Kitten actually made a good comment. He said his definition, if I remember correctly, is 1, make 10K monthly, 2, make that amount for 3 to 5 years. That's what you were talking about consistently earning that said amount, and have the respect of his peers. 4, visibility. I forgot the other one. So I really feel like based on what you're saying, based on what Kitten was actually saying, I feel like it's more of a pissing contest for men, to be honest with you, because it's all about how much money that the men are actually making.
Not at all. Not at all. And I'm going to tell you why, because this also applies to the woman. This also applies to the woman. All right. And that's what I also want to go ahead and throw in there. You know, this is not a pissing contest. It's only a pissing contest because people are making their own definitions of what a high value man is. Okay. And let's face it, that's part of our society. You know what I'm saying? There's an upper echelon. Okay. The respect of others.
Okay.
That
is
has
this
to
definition
do that ties into
gave not the definition?
Huh?
Is the definition that Kitten gave, is that not the definition? This definition right here. This definition where he says his definition
remember correctly. Okay. So number 1 is correct. Number 2 is correct. I touched both of them right there. So we are not bumping heads on this. Number 3, have the respect of his peers. Okay. What that has to do with your group, having a group. Okay. A group of peers, like-minded individuals who are high value men, you know what I'm saying, under these terms and stuff. Okay, that falls under networking as well.
Okay.
All right. So we're not in disagreement right here at this point. All right. In addition to that,
we're not in disagreement. I'm still kind of like, I'm not seeing any difference in what I think it is versus what you're saying it is. That's the only thing.
And that's the thing about all of this.
We have the same conclusion, but we have our different thoughts
over each other.
And that's the whole thing about this. Everybody's making something out of nothing. Any smart person knows what high value is. any intelligent person knows what high value means. Okay. It don't mean that I sit there and act a certain way. It means that I'm out here actually hitting these specific criteria. Okay. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's turning it into an argument. Everybody's in an uproar over Kitten Samuels, etc. You know what I'm saying? What is, and what ain't. You know what I'm saying? And what everybody's sitting there arguing about ain't.
I really do think high value is subjective. And the reason why I feel like it's subjective is the simple fact of, okay, you said that somebody make 100. Okay, you said we're going to start with $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month. That's really not a whole lot of money.
It ain't.
That's like you're hitting.
I mean, I could break
12 months in a year. It's 10. That's 120K.
120.
That's not a whole lot of money.
That's starters.
So my thing is, you on a lower scale. Okay, I'm just saying for starters. So my thing is, I don't feel like if you're really a high value man, then when it comes to 100K, like you're just right. You're not even at the middle range, like 4 or 5, 3, 4 or 5. You're like at 100K, and you at 120K. You spend 20K, then spend 25K. Then you're not even in that bracket anymore. So my thing is, I don't feel like someone is high value if they are not of value in every room that they step into. Like someone that is making $120 cannot run with the Tyler Perrys of the world, the Bill Gates, the elite. So my thing is, I think it's
that's
like
false. That's false.
I think it's like
that's false. Because also wrapped up in the value is. Because wrapped up in that value is more than money, your network.
Someone who is part of the elite network is going to be way more vast than someone who is making 120K a year. I'm almost sure of that.
But how about this or whatever? I only make 120K a year or whatever, but I go golfing with Tyler Perry.
You could go golfing
because we build a relationship somewhere along the way.
Because you're really a tag along at that point.
I was about to say, so that means
because your name don't carry as much weight.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. So I can say just because I know somebody that's making 7 figures. I can say that I'm high value because that's what's on them.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It ain't based off of one person. It's your network. Okay? It's your group. It's your fraternity. It's your group of people. You know what I'm saying? It's how you move. All of that's wrapped up into it.
So this is a self-proclaimed thing. Like this
I was just about to say
not at all. Because even though Kitty, you know one person or whatever that makes 7 figures, do you know 5?
I know 5 people that make 7 figures. I sure do. Does that make me a high value woman? Because I ain't reached 7 figures yet, but I'm very good friends with people who make 7 figures.
Can you call on them right now to sit there and make a move?
Make a move, like if I wanted them to like invest in me or something like that.
Oh, they got to invest in you?
No, I'm asking what you're saying by move. Make a move. I'm asking you.
In whatever you're doing, whatever business that you're working on, okay? Because
you could be Pookie in the hood and have people where you could call and make a move. So
exactly. I got dope
dealers on reputation.
I got homeboys that are big time dope dealers. Man, I'm snitching like a motherfucker.
Hold on, you dry snitches. Let's get to some of these comments before the feds be watching.
Well, and that's another thing too, or whatever. What you're doing to make that money has to equate to there being public or whatever. Is it LinkedIn material? You can't be doing shady shit and making $1 million a year.
Okay.
That's not high value.
But why is it that the value, it's interesting that the only thing that you're saying, no offense, and the only thing that I'm hearing, and maybe, I'm being closed-minded about it. I'm trying to be as open as possible.
Well, I mean, y'all came on here with an agenda.
I'm hearing is that the value is based on, you say what?
We came on with an agenda. This
You
is
say what?
dialogue. This is dialogue. Oh, okay.
No,
We're not here to argue.
Our agenda was, we did have an agenda. We did have an agenda. Our agenda was to have an open conversation about it so we could get to the bottom of it. So we did, in fact, have an agenda.
That's
so
an
that's
agenda.
And I got some.
I'm asking this question because.
Do y'all see anybody else waiting to get in the show?
Is there somebody else?
But what I want to say really quick is it's not that the agenda was to just like be at odds with each other. No. It's one of these things that this is the problem, where the problem lies. Everything about being high value man, even with what you're saying in the different like brackets you try to put it in, it all boils down to it's all surrounding money at the end of the day. You know, money is something that brings power. It does bring that network, does put you in a position where you could be able to call shots and tell people what to do. So it's all based on money. So the thing about the value of it is I don't see
it starts with the money.
Of value, if the money that was taken away that matters.
Exactly, because he can lose all that tomorrow
and say she's high value just because she's fine.
As a third girl,
because fine, being a woman and being fine.
I get you.
Being a woman and being fine actually gives you access. It actually gives you access. It gives you a whole lot of things that open yourself up to a world of new things or whatever. But a woman cannot say that she's high value just because she's fine. And she has access to, and she can have access to all of those things that you're speaking of just from the way that she looks. But she can't run around and say she's high value because of that. So that's the reason why it's not making that's the reason. I'm sorry, I had made you muted you. But that's the reason why it's like, because these men, when these women call to Kitten Samuels, and I'm gonna get into Charisma's statement.
Yes,
when they call into Kitten Samuels, they're talking about all the things that they want in a man that doesn't actually have anything to do with money. And then Kitten Samuels shut them down and say they're not worthy of this because a man that has money ain't checking for them because they don't see value in them based on all of these surface level things that has nothing to do with who they are as a person. It just has to do with how they look. But the man can get accepted just based on the fact that he's making his money.
Yeah, and it's shallow.
So let me ask a couple questions.
It's shallow as fuck to tell a woman not to be all into her looks. Like, I'm gonna put it like this: a woman's image is the same thing that a man's money is to him. That's how ugly ass nigga can get him a nice looking, fine ass, bad ass bitch because of that money. Now, if that's what we're considering high value,
and how bad woman could get the rich man.
Exactly. We definitely need to. We really need to go deeper.
But that's on the women, though.
Let me finish, please. We're not arguing. Let's all try to speak. You know, where we're not speaking over each other. But if that's what makes make you high value, then you can't get mad at me when I want to leave your ass after you lose it all. Because then you no longer have any value. You see where I'm coming from?
I hear you. I hear you, and I need to interject because the way that's described right there, and the way you explain that is it's a women's problem. You know what I'm saying? They are basing the high value off of money.
And make sure y'all sharing. Don't just be asking to come off in here if you ain't shared. But
because a man ain't sitting out here.
Hold on, John. Hold on. Is the link off in the comments, D? Dasia.
The link is in the comments. Kentu say bring me on. Kentu, you have to hit the link.
Click on the link. Yeah.
You have to click on the link.
But go ahead, John. I do apologize. Go ahead.
Okay. It starts with money. Okay. Fucking just break down the words. You know what I'm saying? High. You know what I'm saying? More than. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Value. Worth. You know what I'm saying?
So I need to look for a man with money, not a man that treats me right, not a man that.
No.
To me,
that does see, and that's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. Okay. If that's what you want, then you know what I'm saying, all well and fine. You're gonna sit there and find that in high value. But like, sorry, y'all. But okay.
You know, John, the why you stuck, I'm gonna tell you something that's very interesting. A man can get to define and determine, what a bad bitch is. Ooh. Like the same way like them women are calling Kitten Samuels and he telling them what they're not. If they think they're a 10, he'll tell them you're being unrealistic, you're not a 10. But it's like when we turn around and we define what we think a high value man is, you turn around and tell us that, hey, it's not for us, it's our problem that we are trying to define it.
No, because that's your definition. That's your definition. Just like if I sit there and choose somebody or whatever who's not a bad bitch, and I determine that she's a bad bitch or whatever, then that's what it is. That's my problem.
So you just confirmed then. You just confirmed then.
I don't even call women bad bitches and shit like that or whatever. That's some childish ass shit for me anyway.
Word. Feeling
so you know what I'm saying? Like I can't even fully stand well on that with you.
A high value queen.
A high value woman is no different than a high value man.
So I can't call myself. I can't think of myself as high value because I'm not making big money.
High values with the S, and high value are two different things.
No, because that's what I'm saying. You're confirming our argument at this point. We're saying that that a lot of men are making it all about how much money they making, and that's a lot of what we've heard as far as you explaining to us.
Why are we making it that way?
What?
Mm-hmm. I said why are we making it that way though?
What you
mean?
We
want y'all women.
You
we chasing y'all women.
You said the starting point is the
You did.
You gave the definition.
For the definition of a high value man, yes.
You started it off saying that was the starting point.
Yeah,
yes.
Money was
that is. You're wanting the definition of a high value man.
So that's the reason why we're asking the same question you're asking. Why is it that way? That's the question that we're asking because your definition is what is made it that way.
Yes.
You gave the definition that we thought it was. We're trying to see why is it that way? Why is it only
look. Y'all can sit there and want a high value man. Y'all can either want a high value man or else y'all can want a man who does well for themselves. You know what I'm saying? The definition or whatever is what y'all make it at the end of the day or whatever. But the definition that's been around for years and years has to do with money.
Hello, LL Cool King.
So it does have to do with money.
What's up, LL Cool King?
What's going on, man? Man, look here, man. Y'all tripping.
How we tripping? We're trying. No, baby. This building. This is dialogue. We're not here to argue. We're not here to degrade anybody. We're just trying to figure this shit out. That's it. That's what our show about. Welcome to Locked and Loaded.
Well, it's not about that. The thing about it is, you're asking a man what a high value man is, right? But the definition of a high value man should always come for you because only you know what your value is.
And so that's what we're trying to say at this point, though. That's what we're saying. I think everybody looks at themselves as if they're highly valued. I think people think they're high value because they can breathe.
We said that's exactly what we said.
That's exactly what we said.
The ones that determine what the high value is, like
because y'all determine whether or not we look good. What looks good to y'all? Y'all determine that. So, like exactly what you're saying is what we're saying. I should be the one that's telling you whether you high value or not.
But at the same time, you have to make sure that your views are not screwed because you may be like, oh, I'm looking for somebody like when we know this is coming from the Kitten Samuels movement, right? So most of the time when these women get on here, the first thing they want to holler is how much money the man making. That is the very first thing out their mouth.
Charisma said
you know what I'm saying? Then the next thing they want to holler is they want to go to looks, and then it kind of trickles down from there. When you're looking at value like that, you miss out on all the important stuff. Does he make you happy? You know
like
what I'm
this
saying?
nigga.
Does he fulfill what you need inside of that? You can be the breadwinner, right? But I can come home and I can be your emotional support that you ain't had that whole time. That's high value.
To me,
but
exactly.
If you steady looking for, oh, I want a nigga to make 6 figures, or I want a millionaire, but you hook up with this millionaire and all he doing is looking to control you, but you consider that high value, so you take his control because his money is worth more than the way he treats you, then that's a totally different ballgame.
So basically, in a nutshell, basically, it varies. Just like Charisma said earlier, it varies. Or was that Charisma? I don't know. Hey y'all, it varies because we all have our own definitions.
Thank you, Kitty.
This young man just came on here and said what I've been trying to say the whole show. Hey.
Yeah, and you know what? This is what's very interesting to me. This is something that's very interesting to me, and I'm glad LL Cool J that you stepped in the building and you said what you said. Because here's the thing: it's like it's the same way for a woman. If you have a woman and she got this bad shape or whatever, she feel like, oh, okay, she the quote unquote bad bitch. She could feel like she could have her way, like the world is her oyster, like she could do whatever she wants to. Every man is gonna want her, and they should want her because of how she looks. So she places her value on that. Where else you have a lot of men that feel like, i.e. Kitten Samuels, just because he's a high earning man and somebody's saying they want a high earning man, that we're negating all of the other values that actually make us happy. And then he'll turn around and say, now because you don't look a certain way, you don't deserve to have a man with this amount of money, or whatever the case may be, when it's other factors that we feel like make you a high value man, where else a man will rest on the fact that, you know what, I got all this money. I'm gonna tell you something about a man with a whole bunch of money, because I done had a few of them, and it ain't no I made 120K a year, like, because that's really not no money.
Were they all good looking?
But there's not no money for real from what I've seen. What I will tell you about a lot of men that's quote unquote
answer what John asked though, were they good looking?
They don't have no personality. They don't have no character development or anything, because they actually they hide behind their money, and they feel like they don't have to build their character. They don't have to do anything. I got this money. I ain't gotta have a good personality. I ain't gotta care. I should be able to do what I want to because I have this money. It's like they negate all their morals and everything and want you to as well, just because they make a certain amount of money.
Right.
I think part of that though is
let's get into some.
We have to. We need. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Let's honor these comments because these people are with us.
Yeah, let's get into some of these comments. We gotta scroll up. I'm waiting for Kentu to come on. I put the link back down there, Kentu. So if you want to come on, come on. Kentu, because Kentu say we missing the point, so I want to know what the point is, because I really do want to know.
Kitten Samuels, his nigga.
I like Kentu though. I like Kitten Samuels. Don't get me wrong. I actually like Kitten Samuels for what it is, because I know how to chew the bones. I know how to chew the meat and spit out the bones. I'm one of those people that I definitely appreciate that there is a man that is actually being the voice for men, because some of the stuff Kitten Samuels say, it is dead ass some shit that you will hear. When I used to get my hair cut short and be at the barbershop, I used to hear some of this stuff that men be saying. So I can appreciate the male's perspective, and men need to have that lane where they'll be able to, express themselves, but they don't need to be divisive in doing it either. Kitten Samuels need to get a piece of Locked and Loaded where we bring people together and have these conversations instead of adding more to the
fuel to the fire. But I don't think at this point the man is popular because of the stigma. So I don't even think he cares. Yeah. So the stigma is what's carrying him, but we bringing it here because we really want to know what the fuck is a high value man. Because at the end of the day, I feel like everybody feels a certain way, a certain way about themselves, to where they feel like they add something to the creation of Earth. I think everybody does. I think everybody views themselves as high value. So you. Go ahead, baby.
So we as a society have been conditioned that for a high value man, just in general, before Kevin Samuels put a label on it, it was, oh, this person makes X amount of money. He drives this type of car. He's always in designer. It is this image of basically Idris Elba and any of these other celebrities, but in a normal person's life, right? And it's this fantasy that, you know, most people make X amount of money, and I can't date nobody that don't make six figures or above.
Right.
This is being perpetrated towards us. So that label gets put on men. And what do men try to do? We try to become exactly what's going to attract the lady. So you see a lot of men out here trying to be or claiming to be the image of a high value person, some of them living above their means, really walking around broke for no reason. But we try to portray this image, and coming with the image comes egos and attitudes and disappointments and emotional changes. And then all of a sudden now we get to a point to where you go from how about the man to that ain't shit.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
And you know what? Men do a lot of things to actually attract. Everything that men do is for women. But then it's like men know that they do everything to attract. Everything that a man does, his whole existence is for him to attract women. Mm-hmm. That's just simple and plain. And so what it is, it's like, it's disheartening that a man will do all of that and get to a certain point and then act like, you know what I'm saying, he finna be hard to get now. I'm so high value and you gotta be this and you've been busting your ass all this time in order for you to attract women, and now you do. It's some type of issue. Girl, Kitten done came on here. Let me add him to the stream because I really want to hear what he got to say. Y'all hold tight.
We can all be on here. Yeah.
Okay. Kitten, what you got to say? Because you said we missing the point, honey.
Mm-hmm. I had some technical difficulties. I had to snatch Jessica's phone. Where y'all leave off at?
Where
we
still in the same place, but I mean,
in the same place, really.
Of course, there have been different points. But what were you wanting to say beforehand?
Where I left off at the 100K, I was just saying the 100K is the starting point for what I'm just speaking on what Kevin. This ain't my own personal views. I'm just talking about Kevin Samuels, his point of view. He's basically saying the 100K is the starting point for a high value man. That's like the entry level type shit, you know. And then like the brother was saying, like you gotta make income consistently. You gotta have a good network. He was talking about your network, the people you network with. It doesn't involve like entertainments, people that do illegal stuff. That doesn't make you high value because, you know, we all know those type of people are not high value rappers, drug dealers, and stuff like that. So it doesn't matter about your money. It's got to do with the type of people in your circle as well. I think Kevin was talking about visibility, like LinkedIn type stuff, your visibility within networking with professional type people and stuff like that.
So at that point, we're talking about your net worth.
Yeah, your network. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm listening. Yeah, Jen, I see you over there with your little faces.
So basically that's what he be talking about. I kind of left off where what else y'all was talking about.
He talking, we got him on, you got him on mute, D. What? Tony Pearl. I don't want to leave him out either.
What's up, Tony Pearl?
I just wanted to hear what he had to say. Tony Pearl, thanks for joining us tonight.
Welcome to Loc't and Loaded.
Did you have some input?
I actually showed up a little bit late. I was invited by my good friend John, so I'm just kind of listening and trying to figure out exactly where y'all at and what I need to say.
Okay, well, I'll ask you this: what I've asked everybody that's joined us. What is your definition of a high value man?
Just a guy who makes a whole lot of money and knows a lot of people that make a whole lot of money, and that's it.
So basically what we're saying, everybody's trying to okay. Thank you, Tony Pearl. Shout out to you. Shout out to Tony, because you've just confirmed what we're saying. And I mean, we getting all the eye rolls and the faces and shit, but that's basically what the fuck a high value man is. A nigga that make a whole bunch of money. Or that's their definition.
That's what y'all look for. So
okay, so that's what it is then.
I don't need a man.
That's a high value man then. You know what I'm saying? Make a whole lot of money,
I think I
never
can
mind the network that's involved, never mind, you know what I'm saying, the respect involved, never mind.
Right, shade, chilling in the shade. Can I say this?
The way they
because y'all have just came on here and just contradicted
like this nigga here. They said this nigga here done fucked up the thing.
But okay, put it like I speak for a lot of women. I don't think it's about a man making bukus of money. It's about a man that can take care of us. Not just us, but take care of home. No, listen. I know families right now that are living fucking middle class lives, and the husband is basically putting it down. Shout out to my uncles, straight up. The wife don't want for shit. She riding in the same car. Well, I ain't gonna say she ain't riding in no Tesla or nothing, but she riding nice. Her clothes, nails, toes stay done all the fucking time. Like. And so honestly,
but she ain't out there. She didn't get into that. Whatever talking about. I want a high value man.
I didn't say I want a high value man. I said I want a nigga that got a little money. He needs to be able to take care of me. I'm expensive.
What's a little money? What's a little money?
No. What do you mean take care of you though?
Yeah.
When I say take care of me, I mean if I ain't got it,
what do you mean by that exactly?
Right now, first of all, don't do me because I'm taking care of my damn self right now.
Oh, we're not saying you're not.
But if a nigga is finna be jumping in and out my pussy, he finna pay some rent. He finna pay some motherfucking lights. He finna make sure that mama okay, and I'm gonna take care of him. It's about reciprocity at the end of the fucking day.
So pussy equal money to y'all.
So he tricked.
I didn't say pussy was money to me,
baby. That's what you just said.
But I know what I'm saying is
pussy, he should be paying
what
bills.
y'all not finna do is come on my motherfucking platform and twist up my goddamn word. What I'm saying is ain't nobody finna be bouncing up and in and out of me, and he can't give me shit at the end of the fucking day. Now y'all might fuck with a lot of bitch that mismanage their pussy, but ain't none of that over here, baby.
Mismanaging pussy is
I don't give a fuck if it's just a pack of cigarettes or blunt, what the fuck ever. Like a nigga is gonna come over here and add to the table. I got the table, goddamn. I don't need you, but if you come over here, goddamn it, you gonna work. You gonna do what the fuck I need you to do around this bitch.
He gonna spend some money. He gonna spend some money.
Hell yeah.
So he tricking.
Exactly.
What you mean?
There you go.
But I never disagree with that though. But what I'm saying is a nigga put it like this. A nigga need to be able to provide and protect. And that's where a lot of men are missing the fucking mark with this high value shit. Y'all about as bad as the bad bitches when the bad bitch movement started. So y'all want to be bad bitches now?
Okay. No. If we want to quote Kitten Samuels, where did this high value stuff come from? Right? It came from y'all. Y'all wanted, as Kitten Samuels say, 6-pack, 6 figures, 6 feet. Whoa, that's what y'all want.
Where the feet come from?
Tony Pearl, I would like to disagree with you because Tony Pearl.
I'm man. Don't play with this.
Okay, Tony Pearl, I will have to disagree with you because this is what I would like for me.
But that's preference. That's preference.
And what? Okay, and y'all say men like big booties, big titties, and all that.
That's their preference. I don't disagree with that though. You like what the fuck you like.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So y'all run around trying to be the preference for men, and then you get mad at men and thinking that we want to be y'all's preference.
See, Tony, I feel like you're trying to recover from almost getting kicked out of the boys' club with how you came on and what you said. Because I feel like you're trying to recover from it.
Yeah. He's trying to get back cool with the boys.
I feel what you're saying, and I feel
you're getting cool back with the boys.
But here's the thing: they in your good graces again. They're smiling, so you're back in the boys' club. So relax.
So here's the thing: they love you again, Tony.
May I respond?
But here's the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna just say this one thing. It's interesting how you know, men are supposed to be the leaders. We understand that this is a man's world, right? This is a man's world. It's just nothing without a woman. Y'all know that, right?
Y'all can't even experience the world without a woman.
That is happening, it's kind of like it's because the woman asked for it, the woman did it, or whatever the case may be. The woman asked for it. It was somebody that, it was one of y'all that said something about, you know, how men, you know, they know that this is what's going to attract the woman. A lot of things that we go after that attract us to each other, it's a subconscious thing as well. Women are not after men just for their money. What the money is subconsciously, it shows us a lot of times as a man is earning a lot of money, that lets us know right off top that he's know how to manage his affairs. He know how to manage his finances. He basically has a good head on his shoulder, and he is able to, because he has been able to protect his assets so long, he'll be able to protect you and be able to provide for a family. It doesn't necessarily mean that, hey, we're looking for your money just to run up a check. The same way, subconsciously,
security,
and this is scientific. Subconsciously, the reason why men even go after women with these bad shapes and these baby bearing hips, because it's just that. It's like this natural thing where you are attracted to that, because
and y'all trying to water down
your psyche,
pussy.
it reads like she's able to produce. When you're looking at a woman that's fit and everything like that, yeah, you are attracted to her because subconsciously it's like, this is a childbearing woman or whatever. So the things that is attracting us to each other, it's deeper than what's on the surface. But we have to keep it real with what's on the surface and not be so hard on each other when we're discussing things like this.
Right.
Because if we're talking about what I was trying to get at with the high value man thing is not to knock it, but to get an understanding, like, are y'all looking at anything other than money? Because it's more to you. It's more to you than just your money.
Your money, absolutely.
And it's more to us than just our body.
What pays the bills? What, you know what I'm saying? Takes care of repairs. What takes care of transportation? What's that puts the food on the table? You know what I'm saying? It definitely ain't my good looks. Thank you very much. But you know what I'm saying? Like, money's involved. Whether you want to sit there and try to stare and bring up another topic, again, you know what I'm saying, or change the subject, you know what I'm saying, it still comes back to money.
And the piggyback.
I think you're missing the point, John. We're not disagreeing with you, baby.
The subject wasn't changed.
Yeah, we're not disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the number one definition that Kitten Samuels had for a high value man. $10,000 is the starting rate a month.
Okay.
I say again, y'all said
we
money ain't the issue, but y'all no broke niggas.
You said what?
Y'all said money not a thing, but y'all wouldn't fuck with no broke niggas.
I'm not gonna fuck with no bum. Not no bum. A nigga that's not. Listen, there's a difference, and I get so sick of men thinking that we're always after their money. A majority of y'all ain't even got no goddamn money for us to be running after. But the point that I was trying to make, I'm just keeping it real. The point that I was trying to make, if you trying to do something, and I can see the potential in you, if you trying to make shit happen, like a woman is more subtle to chill with it. A lot of us have. So don't sit here in front like that ain't what it is. A lot of women could have done better, but they settled for the man that they felt like was high value. They seen his potential. A lot of times we put more value on y'all's potential than we do your pockets or any goddamn thing else, even the way you perform in the goddamn bedroom.
And LL Cool J, I want you to understand. Oh, LL Cool King. I'm sorry, honey.
Yes, you just keep on calling that man LL Cool J. Lick your lips one time. Lick your lips one time. There you go.
All right now. But listen.
Yes.
I don't want you to be under the impression that what it's saying, that we're saying that the money doesn't matter, because it does.
It do.
That's the same way our looks matter. It does. It matters. It's a factor.
I
have heard
and all I'm saying is I'm just trying to stay.
Wait a minute, because I'm talking.
Hold on, John. Just hold on. Finish, Dasia. Come on, finish. We got to wrap the show up.
I'm saying this.
Where did it go?
He'll be back because he just popped up. I was like, he done
don't do
hacked my
like
computer,
that.
ain't it? Anyway, so the thing is, what I was getting at is like, yeah, money is a factor, but then it's like, okay, what are the other factors? Because only thing you hear is money. Like, we know that our looks is a factor, but a woman's looks can't be the only reason why you want
a woman. Exactly.
It's important. His money can't be the only reason why you want him. It's important, but what else are these high value men coming with based on what Kevin Samuels is putting out there?
And can I say this? I just want to add this. Y'all love to try to water down, like, oh, you pussies, all y'all got to offer. Nigga, that's all y'all be chasing after. You look at a woman and you simply go off of her image. Y'all be thirst trapping. Y'all be falling victim to thirst traps and all type of shit. So at the end of the day, stop sitting over here acting like pussy ain't what's happening. Because y'all be after coochie. And like Dasia said, you'll go and try to get that $10K a month so you can attract some pussy.
But a woman to be a damn fool to think her
high value man
makes her valuable.
Somebody who is high value man?
Real quick,
I'm gonna add him on.
Yeah.
What Kitten say?
I think we're forgetting the reason why Kevin Samuels doing the things he's doing.
Oh Lord, Kitten Samuels advocate.
Because a lot of times it is for entertainment purposes, but we got to look at the reason he's saying that 100K point is because he's really trying to point it back to the women that come on his show. They always say that, and he always point back to why you don't want an average guy. He always used that, like, every woman said, hey, I want a 6-figure guy, and then he was like, okay, so why you don't want the guy that making 50, 60,000? He always talk, and they always say they don't want a man that makes average amount of money.
But for some reason, I don't know, maybe I'm way over my head, but like 100K a year is not. That's not a lot of money.
That's
not. The top 10% of men, not too many men making 100K. But y'all soon you outside, you run into 100K nigga. That don't happen often.
Okay. For some women,
I mean,
for some women, and we the bad bitches that Kevin Samuels talking about.
What I'm saying is, it's still not a lot of money where I'm gonna look at a man that's making 100K any different than I'm gonna look at a man that's making 50. Y'all can really pretty much do the same thing.
Oh God,
y'all ain't that.
It's all about management.
Now we not being real with it because a female would look at a 50K nigga and a 100K nigga totally different. That's keep it a buck.
Not a female that's actually looking for a man that's gonna love her and treat her right.
What I'm saying is
about that love shit when it comes to the money. When it comes, you got a 50K nigga and a 100K nigga.
It's all about It's about your ambition.
What I'm saying is 100K is not a whole bunch of money. It's not like that's not a whole bunch of money for somebody to like just 100K.
That's where the disconnect is because y'all say it's not a lot of money, like a bunch of niggas just have 100K income.
No, I'm not saying it like that. What I'm saying is I'm not understanding how it was like so you're saying what it was that the women was calling in saying they wanted a guy that's 100K, and so they kind of like created the standard of what the high value actually is. Is that what you're saying?
That's the marketplace. That's the value.
Okay, so that makes more sense to me because I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm knowing because like a man with 100K, a lot of times you just see them riding around in a little Infinity or whatever,
and they live poor.
You know what I'm saying? They might go. Like
you don't even know off top.
Infinity.
You don't know off top until he invite you over.
He's gonna have him an Infinity. He might have him a little piece of a Challenger or something like that, a Hellcat. And it's like, okay, you're not rich.
And when he invite you over,
you all right out here in these streets. You make more than me if you're making 100K. Because I
honestly think it's all about ambition. Now we're being real. It's about your ambition. At the end of the day, what I don't give a fuck if you take $10 and flip that shit. It's about your ambition. John is in the on backstage too.
Okay, girls, a whole bunch of people backstage. Tony Pearl still back there, honey. Okay, here go high value man.
We sorry, baby. Go ahead.
I want to hear from this high value man here. He said he is the high value.
Said he high value. What's up, Lorraine?
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
We can hear you.
Well, I put high value man, not to say that I'm a high value man per se, but just to say I feel valued. But first and foremost, 100K is solid money. Now,
it's decent.
Okay. Okay, look, fair. Now, perception is everything, right? And how you manage your money is everything. And you said ambition. I would say vision is also good. Vision and ambition kind of go hand in hand. Someone might agree or disagree, but what I'm saying is this. You know, at the end of the day, it's perception, right? And every woman is different. And every woman wants the 3 Ps, right? Yes. A man that will provide for them, or be a provider. Wait. Be a provider. Someone that will profess their love for them, and then also feel protected, right? A woman needs to feel these things. So whether a man is making 50, 100K, or 150, or so on and so forth, a woman has to feel that security, and that man has to have the vision, right? And like and like when I listen to people like Kitten Samuels, he makes good points. And like Dasia said, of course, you have to eat the chicken and leave the bone. Pretty much his definition based on practicality is a man that can pretty much get all the bacon and pretty much bring it home, and the woman just has to pretty much take care of the home. Now, not every woman wants to do that, and that's fine. Now, of course, being a high value man is usually a high value man by himself. And I understand, you know, I was told once a man and woman come together, a man has to have the mindset of splitting his money for his woman, whether the woman makes her own money or not, because the woman still has to take care of her own feminine needs and her own, you know, family needs. So I guess I'm just kind of checking a lot of parameters here, but at the end of the day, let me say this one more time. 100K, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. But wait. Hold up. Go ahead. I'm gonna give a sentence here. It's a big difference. However, we have to understand that, of course, every woman is different, and a man has to have ambition, like Big Purse said, and has to have a vision. So that man has to think about, okay, this is my life. Okay, what can a woman is worth joining my life with, to have a future with, whereby we can even build the kingdom, build the empire.
There you go.
And that man can't just be thinking about, you know, trading his hours for money. He has to be thinking about how he can leverage. So to me, a high value man is visionary, like you said, ambitious, somebody that understands that, okay, you know what, it's not just about, you know, having this financial economical echelon or power, but also being able to impact the community, the family, and make a difference, you know. But of course, money is definitely a foundation. And one more time, women, come on. Let's not forget 100K is the meant to be secure. If you're making 10,000 a month, I mean, come on. Like, I'm gonna tell you can start a family with that.
You know what? I like you, and thank you for coming in here. And maybe the men are a little bit more calmer because a man said it, but you indeed re-said what the fuck I was saying. What's your number? You cute.
no, but honestly, let's not make this a man-woman bash thing, because to me, it's
it's not. It's not.
Listen, like, I don't want to digress too much, but I feel, especially in the Black community, we have a hard time balancing how we should, you know, come together, especially when we are all making money. Because now we're living in a time where everybody's finding ways to make a lot of money. Like, the people before us, you know, they loved each other for real, and money wasn't so much, you know, a big issue. But now money
was more of an issue.
That's
then.
always going to be like the biggest score. So yeah, like, I think we should learn how to, you know, balance money and then also the intangibles too.
Yeah. So can I say something really quick that I want to touch on what you actually said, which was so interesting. I've actually dealt with men that made a whole lot, way more than 100K or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I dealt with this man that he was just an appliance technician, and he was working for himself. And only thing he would just, hopefully he got somebody. He was just basically working for himself, basically doing a little hustle. That's what it was. And he's an appliance technician. The way that man treated me, and the way that man protected me, and the things that he was able to provide for me was far more than any man that had way more money than him. Because guess what? I remember one time it thundered, and it was like lightning real bad, and the roof started leaking, and the lights went out or whatever. The stove, I blew up the stove one day trying to cook. I don't know how I did that. I can cook a little bit, but I blew up the stove. That man came in there. He came in there. I'm like, blow up the stove. He coming there. Don't worry about it, baby. Watch out. Told his son to go get the tool belt. He came with the tool belt, fixed the stove. Next thing you know, he on top of the roof, fixing the roof, fixing the water heater. If it's something that I wanted to do, he was supporting me. He wasn't like trying to control me and make me something that I wasn't. He was like backing me with things that I wanted to do. He was adding like what he was doing. I felt way more protected with him. I saw way more value in him because the man knew how to fix everything around the house. He had a solution for anything that you could come up with. And it's like, I had a man that he's a damn doctor, a psychologist, and his battery died one day over by my house, and he didn't know how to plug up the battery to my car to get a boost off. I'm having to plug up the cables for him to boost the car off. So
rich ass useless nigga.
You're a multi-millionaire at this point based on your job and the fact that you have investments, but I mean, you're not even a man to me. Like, you can't do what I'm a country girl. So when I look for a man, I look for a man that at the end of the day, it's good that you have this money, but I'm gonna need you to be able to get it if you know everything crash around you, to be able to get it out the mud somehow. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be able to get out here and know how to fish and how to fish some shit around the house. You know what I'm saying? So just because you have all of this money or whatever the case may be, that could be taken away. So yeah, I want you to have a certain amount of money just because I want you to be able to take care of yourself. Right. But that's not the most important thing to me, because I never would have left that dude, that old ass man that was around there, nigga rig and shit. I never would have left him if he wouldn't have flipped out and went crazy and had an episode, because I slept very peaceful at night with this man that wasn't even making $50,000 a year. He had to be making every bit of, he probably wasn't making 30 or 40,000. I don't know. But I felt protected. I felt safe. I felt like a woman. I ain't want for nothing. I was good because he knew how to take care of things. And that's what I needed for me. A Gucci bag wasn't going to help me. So red bottoms wasn't going to help me when I blew up that stove and our water heater went out, and then the toilet busted. That man came in wheeling toilets and shit in there. You can't light a match to a man like that.
No, and I want to add to the conversation as well. I don't care how much money you have. If you can't do that, you cannot light a match to him. I want to add to the conversation as well. I've been with men who had money, but they treated me like shit. I was disposable. So that's why I'm making a big issue about this whole money issue, this whole money shit. If that's what a high value man is, fuck you, nigga. I need somebody that can help me mentally. I need somebody that can console me. I need the whole shebang. So if all you, I don't want no high value man if it's all about money.
That's what y'all want.
I'd rather have a country.
No, you can't tell me what the fuck I want. Tony Wynn, you about to have it out on this thing. Because you came in on my side and now all of a sudden you're trying to get good with the boys.
So
it's love, though. It's love. It's love. Y'all, we going past our hour. Want to thank everybody that joined us on tonight. Thank y'all. Y'all know we're going to be here every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Same time, same place. Thank all the gentlemen that joined us. That was something that I wanted some men here, because I didn't want the conversation to be biased. So don't y'all roll out thinking defeat or these bitches still ain't we still ain't made these bitches understand that. No, this is just dialogue. This is building. These views been phenomenal. So obviously we've all played a part in being high value tonight. Thank y'all.
And y'all
we
make
wasn't
sure y'all
ignoring y'all. What?
I was telling them to make sure they share.
Yes. Please and thank you. Make sure that you're sharing. Make sure that you're following us on all major platforms. Our podcast station is on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. You can find us on Anchor. Follow the links. We love y'all. We want you to love yourself. Make sure you join us Friday morning at 9 a.m. for Coffee with Kiddy. Thursday night, I do Underground Artist Hour. Y'all have definitely added value to this show. All of you are high value men. I don't give a fuck if you ain't making but $10 an hour at McDonald's. We value y'all for the simple fact of the melanin that's running through you, through your body and shit. You know, and ladies, y'all put y'all information down there because I just got an inbox. Somebody asked who LL Cool King is. She like the way you be.
What the fuck, dude?
We got action.
We done made love connections.
I can't take this nigga
We
nowhere.
have to mess around and do a part 2 of this one because I feel like we only have scratched the surface. So
We really did, and thank you all, gentlemen, for joining us. Please don't feel no type of way about this conversation, other than positive. We getting somewhere, y'all. We just got to keep on getting it. Y'all make sure y'all join us for another show sometime. We love your input.
Yeah.
thank y'all. Good night.
Kick it for the night. When you want to kick it for the night, yeah, get your motherfucking best on. Yeah, in the motherfucking dress on.
How the song go, D? How the song go, D? How the song go?
Let's go, girl. When you feeling your vibe, kick it for the night. When you want to kick it for the night, girl, get your motherfucking dress on. Girl, run around your motherfucking best on. Girl, feeling your vibe. Girl, get your motherfucking dress on. Get your motherfucking
best on. Girl, I'm really feeling your vibe. Do the shit that you like. Baby, can we kick it for the night? When you get that text, put your best on. Red bottom heels and that motherfucking dress on. Girl, I'm really feeling your vibe. Do the shit that you like. Baby, can we kick it for the night? When you get that text, put your best on. Red bottom heels and that motherfucking dress on. I was looking when you walked in right by me, and me looking at your body. Somebody seen you smiling, it was obvious. I'm trying to take you out tonight and get inside of you. Do what you like, yeah. Do what it takes to get it right, yeah. Hop in my ride and catch the vibe, yeah. I hit it right, yeah. Trying to take it to my hot shit. I'm trying to knock the Billy out, yeah. It's your vibe, it's the way that you fit in that dress, especially when you had a one with the back out. I was up on my way, what you read on the text. I was really thinking, trying to blow your back out. I'm really feeling your vibe, do the shit that you like. Baby, can we kick it for the night? When you get that text, put your best on. Red bottom heels and that motherfucking dress on. Girl, I'm really feeling your vibe, do the shit that you like. Baby, can we kick it for the night? When you get that text, put your best on. Red bottom heels and that motherfucking dress on. She lick her lips, wanna taste it. Girl, you the shit when you shake it. The shit I'm picking X-rated. Red bottom heels, everything else naked. I'm tryna take you out, we getting faded. If I show you off, they gon' hate it. The shit I'm thinking about X-rated. Red bottom heels, everything but naked. Your vibe is the way that you fit in that dress, especially when you had a one with the back out. I was up on my way, what you read on the text. I was really thinking, tryna blow your back out. Girl, I'm really feeling your vibe, do the shit that you like. Baby, can we kick it for the night? When you get that text, put your best on. Red bottom heels and that motherfucking dress on. Girl, I'm really feeling your vibe, do the shit that you like. Baby, can we kick it for the night? When you get that text, put your best on. Red bottom heels and that motherfucking dress on.